Hey everyone, so today we're going to talk about everything exponents. And before we do any examples, it's just important that we understand that exponents are simply repeated multiplication. So with that in mind, let's do the first example and write x times x times x times x as an exponent. So if we were to do that, that's simply just x to the 4 because we're repeatedly multiplying x to x. Right, so that's not too bad. Let's try the second example. X minus 2, x minus 2, x minus 2. Now feel free to pause the video and do this on your own, but x minus 2 as an exponent is simply x minus 2 cubed. And that's a monomial. Let's try a different example. Let's go for the third example. Let's do 5 times x times x times x times y times y. Now as an exponent, this is equal to 5x cubed y squared. Again, not too difficult. Let's try another one. Let's go negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5. Now feel free to do this on your own, but this as an exponent is simply negative 5 to the power of 3. And it's important you keep the brackets there. And negative 5 to the power of 3 is equal to negative 125. Let's try a different example. Let's go 7 times y minus 1, y minus 1. Now as an exponent, this is simply 7 y minus 1 squared. Again, not too difficult. Now let's try something different. I'm just going to ask you to evaluate the following. Let's go 2 to the 4, 10 to the 4, and 4 to the 3. Now feel free to pause the video and do this on your own, but when you come back, you'll see, and I'll show the work. 2 to the 4 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 16. 10 to the 4 is equal to 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, which is equal to 10,000. And 4 to the 3 is equal to 4 times 4 times 4, which is equal to 64. And you can go check on a calculator. That should be what those three are equal to. Now let's try a different question. Let's do negative 8 to the power of 2. Evaluate that. This is simply equal to negative 8 times negative 8. And if you've seen a previous video, you'll know that multiplying two negatives will give you a positive. So this is just 8 times 8, which is equal to 64. Now let's do the same thing but without the brackets. Negative 8 squared. Now earlier I said the brackets matter, and it's because when the negative is out there, the exponent only applies to the 8. So that would mean that the answer is 8. It's negative, but then 8 times 8, which is equal to 64. And then you bring that negative here. So your answer is negative 64. Which is why you have to be careful of whether there is or there isn't brackets. Now let's try a different example. I'll give you 3. Let's go 5 to the power of 0, negative 5 to the power of 0, and negative 5 to the power of 0. Now feel free to try these on your own. When you come back, you'll see that anything to the power of 0 is 1. So 5 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Negative 5 to the power of 0 is equal to -1, because once again, that 0 only applies to the 5, and then that makes that one, and then you still have the negative in front. And then the bottom one of -5 to the 0, the rule of anything to the power of 0 is 1 still applies, and so that makes that 1. Now, let's try to evaluate expressions with exponents in them. Let's do a squared plus b squared, and let's make a equal to 2 and b equal to 5. Now to do this, all you have to do is plug those values in. So we go 2 squared plus 5 squared, and that's going to be equal to 4 plus 25, which is equal to 29. So that's your answer for that. Let's do a different example. Let's do 3x squared minus y. Let's make x equal to 3 and y also. Let's make y equal to -3. Now to do this, once again, you just plug the values in. You go 3 squared minus -3. Now order of operations, you have brackets, and then after brackets you have exponents. So you have 3 times 9 minus -3. And so we multiply before we subtract. So you have 27 minus -3. And subtracting a negative is simply adding a positive. So this is essentially 27 plus 3, which is equal to 30. So all in all, not too bad. Let's try a different example. Let's do 3x squared plus 3x minus 3, and let's make x equal to 4. So now we just got to plug in 4 for all the x's. So you have 3 times 4 squared plus 3 times 4 minus 3. So this is 3 times 16 plus 12 minus 3. Now 3 times 16 is equal to 48. Plus 12 minus 3, that's 60 minus 3, and your answer is 50. Oh, sorry, did that backwards. Your answer is 57. Once again, not too bad. Let's try 1 or 2 more examples. Let's do 2 times 3x minus 4 squared, and let's make x equal to 5. Now feel free to pause the video and do this on your own or give it a shot. But when you come back, you'll see that when we have to plug in 5 for the x. So it's 3 times 5 minus 4 squared. Order of operations, bedmass, you have brackets first before exponents. So it's 2. And then inside the brackets, you have to multiply first. So you have 3 times 5, which is 15, minus 4 squared, 2 times 11 squared. 11 squared is equal to 121. 2 times 121 is equal to 242. So all in all, not too bad. And yeah, so that's all for exponents, and I'll see you guys next time.